Frantic repairs. This does not look good. The klaxon sounds. And it looks like we're going to start the session without Thilo Turtman. In fact, quite a few of them. We're not going to start with the number 3 of Alex Hagberg. Oh no, there we go. Right to the last second. Incredibly intense. They cut it really fine. The margins here are incredibly fine.
He was complaining about something earlier, wasn't he, in the warm-up? I wonder if he noticed something was wrong with the car then.
Yes, I wonder. As I say, tension's really building here. And Hagberg's bright green car flying down the back straight and into action. And the drivers really to watch in this one are pretty much all of them. They're all up in the top 5 or 6, but the guys to watch will be Lino, Greiner, and that's Turtman's car again. That is Turtman's car. That car is not going anywhere. It has barely managed about half a lap overall in all the sessions, and he's disappearing from the driver's stand. Now that's I assume that's got to be Turtman, because he's leaving the driver's stand and his car is in the lane, not doing anything, not going anywhere. Meanwhile, Teemu Lino is out on the track and putting in another storming performance. At the moment, we are watching the number 3, 2 and 4. That'll be Hagberg, Coelho and Greiner. So they go flying around this track. These two that we're watching here are the number 9 and 1. Who are Joe Kerry and Teemu Lino. Lino is the one to watch, the provisional top qualifier overnight. Can he continue his red-hot run of form and go through his top qualifier? He'll be hoping to. At the moment, Greiner is trying to fight back. He's between so many drivers. Any one of the top 5 or 6 could still go through his TQ. There is enough time for anything to change. But the men to watch really here are Lino, Greiner, Arnold, Kurzbuch and Wisniewski. Because those are your top 5 right now. And as it stays, if it stays as it is, Lino will be top qualifier, and Greiner, Arnold, Kurzbuch and Wisniewski would be through into SuperPole later today. And it is incredibly tense out there. You really could cut the atmosphere with a knife out there, James.
You could. Sorry, I didn't mean to do my one-word answers. Well, actually, that was 4 words, but there we go.
You like playing it straight back, don't you? You're like an effective cricket batsman. And
3 drivers out now.
Who's that observing the timing screens there? Bruno Coelho. His car is now laps down. Has Coelho's car bit the dust as well? Surely not. But I can't see the orange and white car out there, and if he's just mooching around checking the timing screens, he's obviously not driving. This is extraordinary, ladies and gentlemen. Misfortune abounding here. Who can rise through the chaos and prevail? Well, at the moment, it's Dominic Greiner. But that really, at the moment, it kind of backs up what we were saying earlier, James. At the moment, the top 3, and this could still change, but the top 3 and 3 of the top 5 overall going into this round were competitors from out in Ettlingham. I mean, I know these are all supremely talented drivers. It's a little bit like the argument of how much of an advantage does a NASCAR Sprint Cup driver get by running the Xfinity Series race the night before. Some say a lot, some say it just burns them out. Who knows? I mean, I think it must differ driver to driver, but the driving styles, there is of course a difference with these cars being smaller than the 1/8 cars, different body shells on them. They are still nitro combustion engines. They are still rocket quick. They still make a high-pitched wail, and they still have a fairly similar, incredibly quick driving style. I think the biggest difference will probably be where the wheelbase is shorter, they can rotate quicker in the corners, I'd say.
Yes, I've gone quiet because I was reading a comment from Edward Pickering. Surprised you can leave the driver's stand during a race. Usually you have to stay put if your car breaks. I don't know if it's an EFRA rule or it's usually because the driver's stands are very narrow, but what we have up here is a very big driver's stand, and there's plenty of room to leave quietly without interrupting the drivers. If I see the EFRA referee, I will ask if it's a rule or just...
Who knows?
Politeness.
EFRA referee. Now there's a tongue twister.
EFRA referee.
Anyway, we're following Dominic Greiner right now in the number 4, who's just behind the number 8 car of Leo Arnold, who's 5th on the screens. 30 seconds to go. But Greiner is competing with Teemu Lino. Oh, nice move there. Very good job from Arnold to get out of the way. Let Greiner through, not impede him in any way. Good job on both those guys' parts. Sorry, I just held my breath there for a second. He's just there in the bottom of the shot. You just saw those guys go through. I think that might have been the number 1 of Teemu Lino, just had an issue.
We've not seen anyone break the 25-second lap either yet.
We haven't, no. That is interesting to see. And this was
Mind
supposedly the
you,
rocket round.
It is 38 degrees out there, 2 degrees warmer than it was yesterday.
38 degrees, ladies and gentlemen. It did not get that hot even at the highest point of the sunshine yesterday. So already temperatures creeping up. We may hit 40 degrees out there. And bearing in mind, that's air temperature. That does not take into account track temperature. As we're watching Lino come across the line now to complete the session. There you go. It's all over for Lino. As the field completes, they're all whizzing through now, what's left of them anyway. And we have one more to complete, that'll be the number 9. Joe Kerry. And there is the heat done. And very interesting there. Very interesting shot.
Dirk, how's it going?
We have a chat with one of the drivers.
A big engine problem with the runtime, and so also the engine setting was now quite rich. So I have finished the lap and out of fuel. All in all, not so happy at the moment, but we will try again.
SuperPole, is that something that you want to get into? Would you be excited to run the SuperPole?
Yeah, of course. I think it's a good thing and very spectacular for the spectators. Yeah, hopefully I still have a chance to go there. So I hope it will work out at the end.
Excellent, thanks Dirk. Have enjoyed the rest of the day. Dirk Wisniewski there.